What's going on, guys? JSGC Football here, and we are here for another video. Today we're going to be running a 4-part series, so it's episode 1 of 4, where we're going to be predicting the 2023-2024 season. Today we're going to be starting with League 2. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below as well. Who do you think is going to get promoted? Who do you think is going to make the playoffs? Who do you think is going to get relegated? Let me know in the comments below. So, I've taken advice on board. When I do my predictions when it comes to things like the World Cup, European Championships, the Championship, Premier League, these are all things that I've done before. And people always say to me, JSGC, you're sitting on the fence too much. There's always surprise results. There's always surprises in football. And so I've taken that on board, and I've tried to be a little bit more controversial when it comes to some of my opinions and things that I'm going to happen, in particular when it comes to League 2 next season. Now, for the record, I want to say to you guys that just looking at League 2 and looking at the large majority of the teams in League 2. I know everyone's been speaking about the quality of the Championship and how they are excited about the teams that are in the Championship. Nobody's speaking about League 2, and people should be speaking about League 2. This is a very exciting League 2. We've got the likes of Wrexham and Notts County who have been promoted, coming into the division. That's exciting. Forest Green Rovers are a team that's been relegated. They've got the first ever woman manager in charge of a football league club in the men's game taking charge. Be interesting to see how they fare as well. You've got teams like Accrington, Stanley that have been relegated from League 1. You've got teams with a point to prove, the likes of Salford, Stockport County as well. Got good teams like Swindon, Walsall, Grimsby, Bradford, Doncaster. So many top quality teams here, and it's an exciting division. It really is. There's so much I've not mentioned, the likes of AFC Wimbledon, Milton Keynes Dons, a little thing that might be burning there, Tranmere Rovers, Morecambe, Crewe. There's so many top quality teams in League 2, and literally it's one of them strange leagues where I genuinely think that every team in that division is more than capable of beating each other. And with that being said, I think that the point tally is going to be really close. I think it's going to be a really high points tally at the bottom. I think it's going to be a really low points tally for the playoffs, and I think it's going to be quite a low points tally when it comes to automatic promotion. I don't think it's going to be too low when it comes to deciding teams that might be finishing first, maybe second, but I certainly think that this is going to be a very close division. And so regardless of where I've put your team, if you're watching this and you support a team in League 2, regardless of where I've put your team, I would say right now that I might think you might finish 20th, 21st, 22nd. You might be more than capable of finishing first. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. We are looking at a division that literally is unpredictable. So, controversial JSGC is going to pop up the league table, my prediction for League 2. Now, I've gone onto a website. I have put in all my score predictions throughout the whole season, 46 games, and this is what the league table has come out with. Now, what I will say is it was very unpredictable first 7 or 8 games. Starts to develop into chopping and changing little bits throughout the rest of the season, but the large majority of the teams that I've got predicted in the bottom 7 stayed down there in the bottom 7, and a lot of the top half of the table, to the top 12, stayed in and around there. There was a lot of chopping and changing. Even when it got to the final game of the season, there was a little bit of chopping and changing going on. There was one team that went from 6th down to 10th through one bad result on the final game of the season. So that's how close I think League 2 is going to be. So we're going to start at the bottom of the table, and I've got Forest Green Rovers and Newport County as the two teams who, according to my predictions, are are going to be relegated. Now, I genuinely, when I went through the scores, I thought it was going to be Sutton and potentially Harrogate or Crawley that were going to get relegated. So when I pressed update the table, and it was Forest Green, Rovers and Newport County, which I think was 48 points for Forest Green and 49 points for Newport County, was very close, and I think Harrogate ended up staying up by 1 point, again going down to the final game of the season. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Newport County fans and Forest Green Rovers fans out there saying to me, JSGC, what on earth are you on about? You don't know what you're talking about. But we're going back to my point, it's unpredictable League Two. I've got Stockport County finishing first, and I think Stockport County, if they end up getting off to a bad start or end up finishing the season not as strong as what they were hoping for, you could end up going from the top of the table straight down to mid-table. And every season there's always teams who are not doing so great, don't get off to a good start to the season, all of a sudden find their form in the second half of the season, end up going from, what, like 18th, 19th place, all of a sudden into a playoff spot, sometimes even securing automatic promotion. It has happened before, it seems to always happen in League Two, and then vice versa. There's always teams that get off to a good start, end up being a top 5 team. The form dips in the second half of the season, they end up dropping down the table, and all of a sudden, if the points tally is high enough at the bottom of the table, you have a little bit of a scrap on your hands. So it's, as I said, I think very unpredictable. So I've got Forest Green Rovers and Newport County being relegated. There we go. How's that for a bit of controversy out there? And I can't really give you any reasoning behind it. All I will say is home form I think is crucial, and I had Newport and Forest Green dropping quite a few points at home, and I think there's a lot of top quality in there from a lot of teams further up the table in League Two. But certainly, as I said, I think there's quite a few teams there who could be relegated. And to be fair, you could be looking at 2 very good teams, potentially big teams, dropping down into the non-league, which is mental, crazy. So I've got Harrogate 22nd, Crawley 21st, Barrow 20th, Colchester 19th, and I think that's where my cut-off point is for relegation, in my complete honest opinion. I think above there, you're looking at the mid-table, you're looking at teams who could be pushing on to potentially even making a playoff spot. Let's not forget League Two playoffs drops from 4th to 7th rather than in the Championship, and in League One as well, where it is 3rd to 6th. So you've got that extra spot to go at. 18th place I've got Swindon Town, 17th Sutton, 16th Salford. I don't think they're going to have that good of a season. 15th Accrington Stanley. I'm not sure about Accrington. I think they're just as likely to be up there as they are to maybe be relegated themselves. Back-to-back relegations. I don't know. 15th for them, 14th for Morecambe, 13th for Tranmere. So big clubs there, isn't there? 12th Crewe Alexandra, 11th Milton Keynes Dons, 10th Mansfield, always a solid team in League Two. They missed out on the playoffs. There were 6 going into the final game, and all of a sudden dropped down with 1 bad result in the final game of the season. 9th place I've got Grimsby Town, Walsall in 8th, 7th AFC Wimbledon, 6th Gillingham, 5th Doncaster Rovers, and 4th Bradford City. So I've got my playoffs as Bradford taking on AFC Wimbledon. I think Bradford will beat AFC Wimbledon in the playoffs. I've got Doncaster Rovers taking on Gillingham, 5th place taking on 6th, and I think Doncaster will beat Gillingham, so I'm going for 4th plays 5th. And I'll be controversial here, and I'm going to go with Doncaster to win the playoff final and going up to League One. Bradford again missing out. As I said, looking for some controversial opinions, so chucking that out there. Why not? In 3rd place, and ironically they were 5th heading into the final game, I've got Wrexham. I think they're going to seal promotion. I think they're going to do back-to-back. I think Notts County are going to do back-to-back. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a lot like the National League, swap them around, Wrexham 2nd, Notts County 3rd. I think they've got quality there. I think they've got goals in them, and always that's very important in League Two, in scoring goals. They've got a good defence as well. They've got good managers. They're 2 very well-run, very big teams heading into League Two. I think Notts County and Wrexham will do back-to-back. And what I'm really happy with here, Wrexham getting a lot of coverage, going to be covered a lot on TV. It's going to expose a lot of people to League Two and the quality and the size of the teams in League Two. Exposure for Wrexham is good for exposure for the league and for other teams around them as well. But Notts County and Wrexham, both in the National League last season, hit over 100 points. I think they're both going to go up this season. I've swapped them around. Again, going for some controversy, going for Notts County to pip the post to Wrexham. Notts County in second, Wrexham in third, both getting automatic promotion into League One. And finally, first place, and I've actually got them to do it at a little bit of a canter. I think Stockport County are going to go one better this season. And I think not only are they going to be promoted to League One, I think they're going to go up as champions. And I think they're going to go up as comprehensive champions as well. They're my predictions, so do let me know in the comments below what are your predictions for League 2. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll be back again next week for League 1 and my predictions with them, with some outrageous, terrible takes from JSGC. So I'll see you then. So don't forget, as I said, leave a thumbs up, comment as well, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC Football. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.